Right. So let us move to this concept here. Let us go to the problem number. Here I am explaining problem number 6. At what rate percent per annum will rupees 630 produce an interest of rupees 126 in 4 years? So now the given information is 6,000 rupees is principal amount according to the data given, and an interest of rupees 126 in 4 years, that is time period is given for 4 years. We are supposed to find out the rate of interest per annum. So rate of interest per annum. So let us put the input data whatever that is given here in the problem. So P is equals to 630 rupees, interest I is equals to 126. We should not get confused because the interest is 126, the time period T is equals to 4 years. Now as usual, if you go back to the formula, SI is equals to P into T into R by 100. So what is that necessary thing we are supposed to find is rate of interest. So R is equals to sending I to that, so sending all the remaining variable, so 100 into I by P into T. Substituting the values, we are going to get 100 into 126 by 630 into 4. So it's nothing but, you can simplify it like this. 4, how many times it is? 25 times. And we are going to get 100 by 20, that is 5%. So 5% is what we are going to get as a rate of interest per annum. Next, you can see the second part of this problem here. At what rate percent per year will be sum double itself in 6 1 by 4 years? That means 6 years 3 months. 1 by 4 means 3 months. So they have given the fraction. You can write the fraction like 25 by 4. That mixed fraction can be written as 4 6 24. 24 plus 1 is 25 by 4. Now you don't know about the amount here. At what rate percent per year will be a sum double itself? Sum means that principal plus interest. So if imagine if principal is 100, then interest will be 100, because that becomes double here. The total should be becoming double of the principal amount. So let us assume that P is equals to 100. You can assume any value. So what we are doing is, by simplification, just to make it very simpler, we are making the principal amount as 100. So let P is equals to 100. Then amount is equals to what? 2 into 100. That is nothing but 200. So interest will be what? Interest will be total amount 200 minus 100, that is 100. So simple interest is 100 and principal is also 100, and time period is given here. How much it is? 25 by 4 years. As I told you, simplifying 6 1 by 4, it becomes 25 by 4. Now rate of interest we are supposed to find, that too per annum. So here R is equals to 100 into I by PT, as usual what we had discussed in the last problem. The same formula here, 100 into simple interest is also 100, then principal is also 100 as we told, into 25 by, here 6 1 by 4 is nothing but what? 25 by 4. So here print mistake, it is 25 by 4, not 25 by 10. So you can cancel this. So 100 you can cancel it. So how much you'll get? 100 into 4 by 25. So 100 into 4 by 25, what we going to get? So that will become 16%. So the rate of interest is 16%. Because 25 ones are 25 4, so numerator is 4 into 4, that is 16. Right, now let us move to the next problem here. Question number 7. You can see the question number 7. In how many years will 950 rupees produce 399 as simple interest at 7%? So here the data is given like this. The principal is 950, the interest is 399, and the rate of interest is 7%. So what do we want? We want to find the time period in years. Now, so P is equals to 950 rupees and simple interest is 399. Again it is a print mistake, what it is, not 3900, it is 399. Now R is equals to 7%. Then finding the t is equals to 100 into I by PR. 100 into I is what? 399. You can see principal is 950 rupees into rate of interest is 7. So in the previous case we found rate of interest. Now we are finding time. So if you cancel this, now 100 into 399, I think 399 by 7, that is you can cancel with 7. 7 5s are 35, 7 7s are, so 35 what we going to get in the numerator, and for 35 again we going to have simplifying this, so 2 zeros you can cancel it, 10 ones, so 5 2s are 5 19s. Okay, so now we going to get 2 into 3, that is 6 years of the time. So by 6 years you can make 950 rupees amounting with simple interest of 399. Now next problem, find the time in which 1200 rupees will amount to 1536 at 3.5% per annum per year, 3.5% per year. So obviously rate is given, rate of interest is given, principal amount is given 1200, and indirectly they gave the interest also. How? Because amount is given, so 1536 minus 1200 will give simple interest. So amount is 1536, principal is 1200. Now finding the interest, I is equals to A minus P, so you're going to get 336 as simple interest. Now T is equals to, let us find what is that we are supposed to find. We should find the time here. 100 into I by P into R. 100 into I, again how much it is? 336 rupees divided by P, principal is 1200, into rate of interest is 3.5. You can take it as 3.5. Now 3.5 can be written as 35 by 10. 3.5 can be written as 35 by 10. So now simplifying that, next step, 100 into 336, that divided by 10 in the denominator will taken to the numerator, so it becomes into 10 in the numerator, divided by 1200 into 35. I hope this is simplified, right? Now understood here. Please make a cancellation here, so you can cancel 2 zeros in the numerator, 100 and 1200, so 12 what we going to get, and now simplifying that, 5 2s 5 7s, so we got 2 by 7. Now for 7 again, 7 4 7 8 48, so 28 into 10 by 35, that is 8 is what we got as a time. That means how many years? 8 years is the time period. Now let us take one more problem here. Question number 8. The simple interest on a certain sum of money is 3 by 8 of the sum in 64 years. If you take simple interest on a certain sum of the money is 3 by 8 part of the sum. So if you take some, let us say in 64 years, how many years? 64 years. Find the rate percent changed. We are supposed to find R here. Now let us see here. Consider P is equals to 8 rupees. Considering P is equals to 8 rupees. Why we are putting 8 rupees? Because we told 3 by 8. We told that it is 3 by 8 of the sum we told. Now SI is equals to sum. SI is equals to, now principal if I assume it as 8, then SI becomes 3 by 8 into 8, so that we can cancel it as 3 rupees. Now principal is 8 rupees. Simple interest is 3 rupees. So you may have doubt like, sir, why should we take only 8? Because in order to simplify it in a very simple way, here there is no principal is given, you can assume it as 8, so that SI becomes 3 by 8 of 8, that is 3 rupees. Now time period T is equals to, it's already given here, 6 1 by 4 years, not it's a mistake here, 64 years is a mistake, it is 6 1 by 4 years, obviously 25 by 4 years. Now R is equals to 100 I by PT, 100 I by PT, so 100 into I is what? 3 rupees by P, principal is 8 rupees, into T is 25 by 4. So now this will go to the denominator, that is divided by 4 goes to numerator as into 4. So 100 into 3 into 4 by 8 into 25. 100 into 4, 3 into 100 into 3 into 4 by 8 into 25. You can cancel here. 4 ones are 4 twos are 2 ones are 2 50s, 25 ones are 25 twos are. So 2 into 3. So obviously going to get 6%. So per annum, how much interest rate it is? 6% per annum. Now let us move to the question number 9. What sum of money borrowed? What sum of money borrowed on 24th May will amount to 10,210 rupees and 20 pice on 17th October of the same year. So 24th May we have taken, very important here, 24th May. So you can count the months here, and 5% per annum simple interest is given. So rate of interest is 5% per annum is given. So now what we have to do is we have to find the amount. Okay, amount here is 10,210 rupees 20 pice. Now we can find out the time here in years. First of all, we should count the days so that it is easy. Now May, it is 24th May what we have taken as a point of time. So there are 31 days in May month. So 24 to 31 is 7 days. You can see here time period. May plus, you can see June total month, July, August, September, up to October. How many days? 17th October. So you should add only 17 days in October. So 7 days in May, 30 days in June, 31 days in July, 31 days in August, 30 days in September, and 17 days in October. So total time is, it is 146 days. You can see 146 days. Here amount is 10,210.20. It means the principal and SI is also added in that. Now let us take this. R is what? 5% per annum. Now convert this time period here. 146 by 365 days. That leads to, by cancellation it gives 2 by 5 year. So if you go with 3, you're going to get it, and we're going to have 2 by 5 year. P is equals to, what is that? Here principal amount we don't know. We can write like this. A is equals to P plus I. Now P plus I. So P plus, in place of I am writing PGR by 100. PGR by 100. That is equals to A. Now you can take a common factor here. P is a common factor. P into, if you take out P from these two, so you can see 1 plus, in place of P we don't know, so 1 into you can write. Then R is known 5 and time period is known 2 by 5 years divided by 100. So that is exactly equals to what amount? 10,210.2. Now P into 1 plus RT by 100. So you can cancel then 5 and 5, so that you will get 2 there. So 1 plus 2 by 100 is equals to 10,210.20. Now this 1 plus 2 by 100 is numerator, you can see 2 there. So taking the LCM, 100 is the LCM, 100 ones are 100 plus 2, 102 by 100. So P into 102 by 100 is equals to 10,210.20. Now P is equals to, sending this fraction to the RHS, 102 by 100 becomes 100 by 102, 100 by 102. So now 100, so P is equals to, simplifying this, you're going to get 1 lakh, so 10 lakhs 21,020 by 102. So that is exactly equals to 10,010 rupees. 10,010 rupees. Here the calculation is a little bit difficult, but we can take a simple values. We get some simple values here. Right. So you can understand here what is the given data. The data was given in time. Time was given in days. So we have to count the days. So when we convert the days into months, we should divide the value by 365. Right. So now let us move to the 10th problem here. So in what time will the interest on a certain sum of money at 6% be of itself? All right. Okay. So next problem we'll see in the next class. Okay, thank you.